All right then, enough of this boring shite. Let's get a show on the road. Once a month, just like a girl having her period, 3 wee laddies converge in a radio studio in New York City. Then, for the next 3 hours, they drink and tell jokes about retards. And people around the world tune in and say, "What is this shite?" This shite is the Lazlow Show, starring Big Wayne.
I always fuck around with my old lady, and I say if she ever dies, I'm going to keep her an extra couple of days to do all the fucking things she wouldn't let me do to her.
Reed Tucker.
She was peeking around a wall. She was holding a handgun. I shot her face off.
And Lazlow.
Do you want it from behind while you play Super Mario Brothers?
It's a show by men who remember freedom before seatbelts and helmets and condoms, when you could drive drunk and feel up young girls and sing along to rock power ballads and smoke in bars and get in fights and wake up in a pile of your own vomit with your eyebrows shaved off. This is the Lazlow Show.
Lazlow Show, episode 50, the Big Wayne birthday episode. Tonight on the show, Jaguar Skills, porn stars, legendary drug smuggler Robert Plator. Let's do this. Lazlow Show, episode 50.
That mashup, that's like every song I ever heard coming out of a Camaro growing up, all like condensed into 3 minutes. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's why I just let it play.
Who does those? Those are great.
If you look up best of mashups on the internet, they do this like thing where they release like 25 a year. They collect all the best ones.
So good.
It's so good. So good. So the Lazlow Show began in 2005. We are now at episode 50, which normally that takes people about 3 months to get to their 50th episode.
Yeah, even though the intro says once a month, 3 laddies come together. Yeah,
it doesn't happen. But we had to get together special for Big Wayne's birthday. So this show started. There's 3 of us. Big Wayne's the unemployed carpenter from Queens. Reed Tucker is an aspiring writer.
Aspiring?
Yeah, whatever. You're a writer.
All right.
And then I make games. And so we asked XM Sirius, we asked Opie if we could come back and, do a one-off here. I do have to say that doing it at home, I understand why people do the podcast thing, because you can just roll out of bed.
Yeah.
And you don't have to deal with... Dude, this chick downstairs scanning your bag. I mean, what is she... We've got bottles of liquor and lighters and all sorts of flammables.
I asked her if she ever found anything. She said no.
Right. Fighting the war on terror.
Right.
It's ridiculous. Well, we would have been here sooner, but we ate at the Noodle House that we used to eat at back when we were on K-Rock. Yes, we did.
I thought it closed.
No.
It's actually been redone.
It's been redone.
That's why.
And the chick that works there was the biggest idiot in the world. And Wayne's like, I'm getting really horny right now. I'm like, why? And he goes, because she's so stupid. I like them dumb.
I thought you didn't like the Asian girls.
I don't, but the fact that she was so stupid is what turned me on.
No, why is that a turn on?
I don't know. It's just, you figure you can, get anything over on her.
What do you think you're going to trick her into exactly?
Where we
You're like, I've been bit by a snake. Where? On my penis.
Yeah.
Can you suck out the poison?
Okay. Sure, and bring me noodles, too.
But explain to Reed why she's stupid.
Because I had to say things 3 times.
Yes, because she's not from this country.
No, she spoke perfect English.
Oh, okay.
She spoke perfect English. We were on a whole food motif. Because we stopped by Rockstar, because I had to drop some stuff off, and I come out, and Wayne said, I was going to get a hot dog across the street, but you have to wait till somebody else gets one. And I said, what are you talking about? He's like, the street hot dogs, you wait till somebody else goes up and buys one.
So you get trusted.
And then you watch and see if they fall over dead.
So you have like a food taster, is what you're saying.
Like exactly. He thinks it's some CIA poisoning is happening.
Do you ever see anybody buying anything from those fuckers?
Yeah.
You do?
All the time.
I
dude.
don't.
Not the hot dog carts, but there's like halal carts and things where there's long lines, man.
Dude, that I've seen.
There's one down the street. It's got a line of like 40 people in the rain right now.
You read about it in the paper. What is the big deal about that?
I don't know. I've eaten there for lunch, and I thought, all right, it's lamb with a bunch of like mayonnaise on it. I mean, over rice. You feel really like tired and sick after you eat it.
Dude, I made a very bad decision. I ran 13 miles last weekend.
What?
The Brooklyn Half Marathon.
You did that?
I did that. Dude, it was surrounded by hipsters.
Yeah.
And so, like the couple nights before, I was traveling. I've been eating like shit. And the night before, I ate all this horrible stuff, pastrami, chicken wings. And as I was doing it, I was like, this is a terrible idea. Dude, I got to mile 7, and I was like, I'm in bad news. And I was seconds away from shitting myself.
I love these stories.
And I went into, I found they have the porta potties on the side of the road. And I went in one and blew out the back wall of this thing, dude. I'm talking about like an explosion.
Bet you ran better, though.
Well, yeah, after that.
Yeah, exactly.
My question to you is, you squatted over the bowl, correct?
Yeah.
But it exploded in such velocity that it shot out to the back wall.
Yeah.
I've had this happen also.
And you've never run a marathon.
No, but I've shit in those porta potties many times.
You know, the people will expect that, in marathons. All kinds of bad things happen when your body's breaking down.
Here's the thing. When you're running a marathon or a half marathon, people just stop on the side of the road between cars and just squat and shit.
You just lose all your shame.
It's just like, it's okay.
I know. I see people running by with like stains on their pants and their nipples are bleeding, and it does horrible things to your body.
And when I was doing it, I was like, this is the dumbest idea I've been working 15 hours a day and now I'm running 13 miles. It's just retarded.
But did you finish?
Yeah, of course.
And did you finish ahead of the people who were either in some sort of mechanical contraption or walking?
Some kind of like a robot exoskeleton from Aliens? What are you talking about?
There's people that have this sit down. They're not wheelchairs really, but they have the
pedal
bike
with their arms.
Yeah, they pedal with their arms. You see those guys?
Yes.
You pass any of them up?
No, they let them go first.
Yeah,
Also,
that's what I'm saying.
they're not
So
really.
did you pass any of them up?
What do you mean they're not really?
I mean, they're not running.
Are we really making fun of the disabled now? Is that what we're doing?
I'm asking you if you beat them.
No, they're fast, dude.
No, I guess
those
they
guys are fast as shit.
Yeah.
Now, if they were just in a regular wheelchair and they had to, just use their arms, I'm sure I could totally blast by them.
I'm sure as you run past one of those guys, you have to taunt them. Come on, you fuck. Get it going.
Why?
Give them some encouragement. They'll want to chase your ass down to beat you, man.
So that's how you motivate them.
Yeah.
By shaming them.
Right.
I think so.
That's how you yell at the people less advantaged than you. It's terrible. Our number is 866-969-1969. We currently have no callers. We've got a lot going on tonight for Wayne's big birthday show.
50 years old, man.
Yeah, And I said, hey, how's your birthday? He goes, I'm going to kill myself. I'm like, oh, thanks. It's good.
Why are you going to kill yourself?
I figure it's all downhill from here.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, so.
But that doesn't mean you shouldn't live.
But here's the thing, though, is you spend most of your time on your couch smoking weed. What is downhill about that?
So really, your life is just kind of a straight line.
Now's when you find out everything that you did prior to this point is wrong with you, and you're like, fuck, I shouldn't have did that.
No,
like
but you had fun doing it.
Yeah, well, when you got no lungs and it's starting to cut off limbs, you're like, for smoking?
What, you're cutting off limbs?
What?
Eventually that happens. They cut off your fucking limbs, man, if you fucking smoke too long.
What is this?
You lose circulation.
Is this a Monty Python skit? What are you talking about?
What, you mean if you smoke too much weed?
Weed, cigarettes, everything.
Well, why are they cut? I don't understand. Why are they cutting off your limbs?
Because eventually you get poor circulation and the blood don't go to your toes and your feet.
Oh.
I'm sure it's complicated, combined with other complications of other diseases of diabetes and high blood pressure. And so,
all right. Well, maybe
try to lose a little weight. And
maybe use this birthday to turn over a new leaf. And stop smoking weed and robbing trains.
And our city was underwater, and Wayne is still upset that the McDonald's is closed.
Yeah, I am. There's some little black kids out there that's lost a lot of fucking weight because of that McDonald's is closed. Damn! It doesn't help that the McDonald's in our part of town is in the ghetto part.
By the way, the ghetto part of our town is 2 blocks. He makes it sound like there's projects.
You live on a beach town. It's a resort town.
Next time, you know what? I'm going to drop you off in the middle part of town, tell you to walk to the train station.
I've walked through there.
Yeah, I know you will.
What, you think Reed's going to get rolled just because he looks like such an innocent boy?
I think Reed's getting rolled, without a doubt.
Come on, why?
I think you go past the Martin Luther King Center, they're going to speculate you'd have some money. What? A little phone or something they're going to hijack you for.
Well, I have a phone.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, you think I look like I have money?
I had to pull out the Chuck D alarm. He's gone racist in the first 10 minutes.
So we've offended handicapped people and now minorities.
I'm not offending them. How did I offend them? Because I said that some of them might have lost some weight because they're not at McDonald's every day for 3 meals a day.
All right.
So you're assuming that the entire black population eats at McDonald's in our town?
My experience in the McDonald's that I go to in my town, yes, there's usually a very low percentage of white people in there. So
And they're all fat.
some of them are fat,
And meanwhile, but you're also a large gentleman.
and I love it.
But you're worried they're going to chop your limbs off.
That's why you should be able to control it at any point you want. Take yourself out. You understand? Sit in your garage with the car running. You know.
What are you going to do? You don't have a garage.
I'm going to sit in your garage.
Don't kill yourself in my garage.
What if you came home one day and he was dead in your garage?
Right, dead in my garage.
Then you'd have to dispose of him and pay for his funeral.
What a fucking...
He would probably never go back in the garage again.
Dude, he would just bury you in the backyard.
I'd be like a haunted area.
He gets in my car. We're driving, going to drive in, and I'm, money's been tight for Wayne. We get in my car. I'm like, wow, whatever you were smoking really reeks. He goes, yeah, it's $600 an ounce. I'm like, what are you smoking, gold?
$600 an ounce.
Isn't
OZ.
it interesting how unemployed people can always afford drugs?
It is crazy. Did anyone give you weed for your birthday?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. The $600 an ounce kind?
Yes. Yes, it was the $600 from the $600 an ounce kid.
Wow.
Are you actually going to type who these people are on the phone? And he's not there.
Okay.
Wow, this is just like the Opie and Anthony show.
But I got you a bottle of
Yes,
rum
I'm going to
there,
crack
Wayne.
that one in a minute.
It's a good thing.
It is.
I know how you like rum, and that's legal. So
What country is it from? Do you know?
Panama.
Panama.
Yeah. It's smooth.
What's so smooth about Panama? All they got is a canal.
The rum is smooth, I'm saying. You can sip it, like whiskey.
I don't sip it, as you've seen.
Yeah, you mix it with Coke
No, I
and
just
slam it.
like the shooters.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to have some?
I am.
You got to savor it, man.
No, there's no savoring. So we did a show about a month ago from the Lazlow Studios in Long Beach there. And we drank. And we drank. And we drank. And Wayne drove you to the train station like blackout drunk.
No, I wasn't that. When I left the second time.
So then by the way, he came back after driving you to the train station.
Yep.
Well, first I texted you. I didn't just come back. I went home first to smoke, and I texted him, and he was like, "Come on back." So he didn't want the party to end either. But he opened up another bottle of rum. I finished the one that I had. And then he opened up some other from like one of these Panamanian countries or South American countries. That shit put me on my ass.
Yeah.
That was some strong shit.
Yeah, it was strong.
Nice. So where is your line where you won't drive anymore?
There doesn't seem to be one because
really
his neighbors even commented about...
This is the best. The dude I score my weed from. The next day I see him. He goes, "Yo, dude," and he's Spanish. He goes, "Yo, dude, I know last night you were fucked up." And I'm like, "How do you know, Miguel?" So he goes,
So you're all right, good. You want to give his address too?
So anyway, he'll appreciate that I gave him a shout out.
No,
but anyway,
He's on parole.
Yeah.
You just told me he was on parole.
He tells me when he looked at the way my truck was parked, he knew I was fucked up. I was, "Well, why is that?" He goes, "Well, not only do you have the back wheel on the sidewalk, you have the front wheel on the sidewalk too." So I literally was like, half on the sidewalk, half off.
And Wayne walked by him, and Wayne doesn't even remember.
Yeah, I didn't even remember. He said, "You walked right by him." I didn't remember. He was out with his dog. So
It's quite a night. Well,
that's called a blackout.
Yes. Well, you got me to the train station alive, so I appreciate that. But man, that was pretty precarious. The streets are narrow in Long Beach. They got cars parked on either side. It's like a video game.
You were nervous?
No, you were all right.
No,
you're totally fine.
I'll let you drive to this. You know what I'm saying? And we'll switch at the train station.
Honestly, I was not nervous. You didn't hit many pedestrians.
All right, Jimmy in Utah, you're on the Lazlow Show.
I tell you what, I'm in a wheelchair and I'm challenging you guys to a race. I think I could beat you. You might get me in the 100-meter because I get a little slow start, but I guarantee I can kick your ass in the 200, the 400, 1,500, the mile, and the half marathon.
I like it. Will you race Wayne?
Pardon me. My name's Jimmy.
No.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yes. Sorry. Yeah, well, I apologize. I wasn't sure who said that earlier, because you guys you had a great show, by the way, Lazlow.
Thank you.
I just wasn't sure who said it. But, I'd like to throw it down, and I'll bet.
He died. Are you okay?
$120 now. Shit.
He's out of breath from doing a marathon.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's great.
That's the thing. You can't really challenge Wayne to run a marathon because Wayne can't even walk 3 blocks.
We tried to walk from the noodles, and I was like, dude, Rapido. He goes, stoners don't do Rapido.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, we're on the air in like 15 minutes.
Well, that's where you see you let everything go to like the last minute. You have to know that that's my fucking pace. That's not the first time that you got 1 city block ahead of me in 6 blocks.
Oh my!
And I love him. He looks back like I'm his lost kid. And come on, where are you?
That's what he said. You know, he was complaining. He said you guys walk like 4 blocks, and in 4 blocks you were already 1 block ahead of him. And he was just taking his time.
Yes, G-Man, you're on the Lazlow Show.
Fucking finally! I can't believe it took so long. I do love you guys though, Lazlow, Big Wayne, Reed. Reed, I'm from Richmond, Virginia.
Sweet. What?
I'm from Richmond, Virginia. Know where you're from, then?
Yes, sir.
Oh, unfortunately, I don't have a hot sister to bang. I'm kind of missing that. I only got 2 brothers.
Well, you make do.
Yeah. Well, I was to call in and claim the title as biggest Lazlow Show fan and youngest Lazlow Show fan, because I'm fairly fucking certain that's true.
How old are you?
18.
All right. Well,
We've had some younger ones.
Yeah, we've had some younger ones.
There's some dudes in Ireland who are like 14, still in high school.
What was that kid that was up in Canada that kept calling?
Oh, yeah. Well, speaking of, that's a great segue. Thanks for the call. We've been getting email from Iran for some reason, fans over there, which I didn't even know they had the internet.
Somebody's going to get beheaded if they listen to this show in Iran.
They walk in and go, "What are you listening to?" Suddenly they're Indian. I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Like somebody at a convenience store.
Yeah,
exactly. Thanks.
We from a bunch of countries, and then we got this email from this kid in Australia. He's been listening to us for a while. So in school, he was asked. You have to take a literacy test in school. Said for the writing portion, we have to choose a hero. Okay, this is like a child. For mine, I chose Big Wayne.
Oh.
And he sent over the front page. The criteria is a hero is someone you admire. A hero is somebody who you think deserves an award. And they, tell the person how to do this. He writes it in like little kid language. He scanned this and sent it over. And so here's his report that he did for school about his hero. Big Wayne Oliver was born in Queens, New York City in 1963. Is that true?
Pretty close, yeah.
All right.
Pretty close.
He currently resides in Long Beach on Long Island, New York. He's a carpenter and a star on the self-stated Why Do People Listen to This radio show, The Lazlow Show. Hosted by Lazlow Jackrabbit Jones, a 40-something-year-old video game producer, and Reed Tucker, the scooter riding guy. And then he goes on and lists why this person deserves to be is a hero and deserves an award. Because he puts out cigarettes on horses behind Central Park.
Is that true?
I've done that, yeah.
Why did you put a cigarette out on a horse?
Because it makes them bolt.
Jesus Christ. Dude, you could have killed somebody.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Wayne used to be a biker. He did crack under the Brooklyn Bridge. Dude, to read this in little kid handwriting is amazing. But now he lives with his wife and 2 3-legged cats named Jack and Rose. This guy knows everything about you.
I gotta say.
This is really weird. He maintains a biker look. He apparently quit school in the 8th grade. This is why he deserves a hero award. But he apparently quit school in grade 8, but kept attending until year 10.
That's correct. Yeah.
How do you quit something but keep doing it? That's like saying I've quit doing cocaine and I just did a line. He's often mocked on the show for being the dumb one.
That's not true.
That's not true. With Lazlow being the nerdy one and Reed being the gay one.
True.
I chose Wayne as my hero because even though he went through some pretty serious stuff that's bad, all that time he has been a big softie. His wife claims that Big Wayne cries when he watches the Titanic and everybody loves Raymond.
Also true.
Also,
I got to tell you, he's either a strong listener or really knows me. Because he had a lot of, down to the exact. About
Sounds like
me.
he's going to be in your apartment one day when you come home.
You better bring weed.
Wonder what grade he got on there.
Dylan, you're on the Lazlow Show.
Hey, what's up, Lazlow?
Hey.
Happy birthday, Big Wayne, or belated, rather. I
Thank
was
you.
wondering, Lazlow, if you could tell us the Master Blaster story by any chance.
Master Blaster story may come at the end of this episode. There's people complaining on the internet that I've just teased it to me.
People are hitting me up on Twitter about
the
that.
origin of of my name.
Oh.
Yeah. We should do it in the second hour. We've got a lot of stuff planned in the second hour, including these porn chicks are coming by with this weird swinger game we're going to play.
Okay.
I'm not completely sure what the story is with it. But back when we started the show, there was this DJ that reached out to us named Jaguar Skills, and he was a sort of a drug addict that he said he lived on a mountaintop in Spain. Do you remember that?
Yeah, and mountaintop in Spain meant car in northern England, apparently.
I never really, it was sort of hard to tell what the difference, what was truth and what was fiction with that guy. But he's the biggest DJ now in the UK, all over the world.
He is huge. He has the #2 album in Japan.
Yeah, and so we were gonna have him on tonight, but do these DJs now? I read this article. When you get to that level where you're like flown to Japan and Ibiza or whatever, and Las Vegas, like the clubs in Vegas, dude, these DJs are making like literally $100,000 to $200,000 a night to
crazy.
Play other people's music.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Off a laptop. I mean, it's unbelievable. Nobody even carries fucking records around anymore.
Yeah. Well, he does some mixes, If you go on YouTube and put in Jaguar Skills, he does some, some mashups.
He's
and
really
like
talented.
He's really, really good.
So Reed and I, since we couldn't have him on the show tonight, Reed and I called him yesterday.
What up, brother?
How you doing, Jaguar Skills?
Yeah, really well. Excellent. Amazing. It's remarkable.
Yeah? Now, when we knew you, you were a junkie.
Yeah.
What's happened?
Well, things have changed, man. Hey, when was the last time we spoke? I mean, it was maybe, like, what is this? What is this? The 50th show. It's the 50th show, right?
Yeah, it's 50th show.
But
it's a
you've
big
been going
deal.
for, like, fucking 10 years, right? I mean, when did I do the show, man? Like, 10 years ago.
Yeah, we started in 2005. It's been a long time.
Fuck.
Yeah, this show has obviously not been a priority.
Not that regular.
No.
Oh, wow. Well done, man. Well done, lads.
Yeah, well, it's just sort of a hobby that we do when we get to, we're not paid for it. So, some vain people do a podcast every week, and we don't let our egos get into
fuck
it.
Them.
Yeah, so you were like the biggest thing in the UK now.
Yeah.
And I hear that you made a baby.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a son. I have a small ninja child, who I'm training up.
Wow.
As we speak, really, I've been training him.
So does the child walk around the house with like a blindfold on, and he has to learn his way?
Yeah, I whip the soles of his feet. If he doesn't do it, if he doesn't, sneak up on me silently.
Wow. and how old is this child? And
it's pretty hardcore.
How big of a mistake was it?
It'll be as hard as me one day.
Yeah. So that you obviously weren't planning on this because you're quite a reckless individual.
Yeah. I'm reckless. But you know what? The universe has taken care of me well, Laz. And it's fucking remarkable that I'm still here speaking to you. It's just an amazing thing, achievement.
What's going on, Jag?
You're like you're the Mr. Big Time writer now, aren't you?
Not big time, not compared to you.
Oh, amazing, huh?
Jag, is it true?
Incredible.
Jag, is it true that you touched Paris Hilton's labia?
Kim Kardashian's.
Now, you're meeting big celebrities these days, yeah?
I've stopped that now. I've passed that shit now, man. That bores me. The last thing that I did, I was DJing for Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton, Amy something,
Schumer?
Stewart's daughter.
So
and
you
they didn't say a fucking word to me. What? They didn't say a fucking word to me. None of them.
What, you like the help?
Yeah, it was very much so. I felt like the fucking idiot on the piano in the corner, Yeah, so fuck them.
Exactly. What did you hear her rap? I saw on your Twitter.
Yeah, so it was one of these crazy Pasha parties, like 4 a.m, and I was playing some records, and then this chick I heard like, "Hey, what's up, you crazy fucking Ibiza people?" And I turn around, and it's like Paris Hilton freestyling over some beats and shit. No, she was bullshit, man. I've kind of stopped doing those types of shits now, man.
No, okay, so you've had a bastard ninja.
Yes.
And
Right, you dress your baby up as a ninja as well, I see.
Yes.
And can your baby get away with shit?
You know, I'm number 2 DJ in Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it because of all this ninja nonsense?
Well, you know what? When I went out there, the first gig I did, literally about 2 seconds before I was going to go on stage, I put the mask on. And then I spoke to the promoter, and I was like, wait a minute. Is this really fucking disrespectful what I'm doing right now? You know, I thought it was like a kind of white guy going to Jamaica and blacking up and putting a fucking Rasta wig on and doing some fucking reggae in front of a load of black people. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I kind of felt, shit, am I going to be attacked, challenged by a fucking ninja squad when I finish my set or some shit? Because I'm not really a ninja, you know?
Dude, you're breaking down the fourth wall.
Exactly.
Wow.
Is anyone in the audience wearing masks as well?
There's I had this guy dressed exactly the same as me, dancing in front of me. And, he came backstage to say hello, and I gave him this sweaty, shitty mask. I threw it off, and I say, hey, do you want this mask, man? The dude started crying, and then he bowed and walked out backwards, crying.
He has masturbated to that mask every day.
Oh, can you imagine what he's done to my face juice, the ninja face juice on that man?
So,
this is funny. Okay. So I'm in Japan, right? I got this guy, the guy showing me around Tokyo. He goes, hey, you know what a tenga is? He goes, you have tengas in England? I'm like, what the fuck's tengas? You have tengas in England? I don't know what you're talking about, man. The jerk-off machine, tengas, jerk-off machines. I'm like, no. And he goes, oh. So I'm like, what? So there's these jerk-off machines, right? So I get interviewed on the radio out there. And the guy's like, hey, how'd you find Japan? And I'm like, hey, I love it, man. The food's lovely. Everything's lovely. Your tengas are amazing. And these guys started, like, pissing their pants, right? Like I said something crazy like on the radio. This company called Tenga got hold of me and said, hey, thank you for mentioning us on the radio. We're trending on Twitter now because of you. And do you want to come to our offices and get loads of these fucking jerk-off machines? So
what do they look like?
I go down to the offices, and it's like an iMac. It's like a Mac store for jerk-off machines, man. It's like these, it's unbelievable. These amazing little things, like these guys, these fucking team of these crazy guys developed. Anyway, then I thought, hey, wouldn't that be funny if they sponsored my tour? So I got in some deals with them, and they sent me 40,000 these fucking jerk-off machines.
Where do you go?
In a warehouse, man. I've got a warehouse full of Japanese masturbation machines.
That's amazing.
Man,
Jaguar Skills, what else is coming up for you?
I've got an album coming out next month. My last one got to number 2 out here. Didn't get to number 1, but and do all the festivals, man. I'm doing all the festivals and shit, and yeah, man, just working really hard and flying around everywhere, man. I really want to get back to New York and hang out with you guys for a minute.
Come on over.
We'll have a go on some fucking tangas.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you have a show? You have a show on the BBC regular, don't you?
Yeah. Every Saturday.
Finding out.
You know what? I wasn't even fucking DJing when you guys first spoke to me, man. I was sitting at home playing Grand Theft Auto in Spain, smoking dope. That's what I was doing. It's unbelievable. I'm now in a big house in the country smoking dope, playing Grand Theft Auto.
Excellent. And on that, thank you very much, Jaguar Skills.
Hey, peace out.
We'll check in with you at episode 100.
Hey, great speaking, fellas.
I have a feeling episode 100 is going to be, we will literally be 100 years old at that point.
Yeah, Wayne will have killed himself in a garage long before then.
So we'll play, remember those old Jaguar Skills episodes we did? They were like audio cartoons. We'll play one of those going into break. When we come back, we're going to interview Robert Plator. He was a legendary drug smuggler in the 1970s. Like flotillas of drugs from South America. And he's out of jail now and has written a pretty good book. So we'll do this Jaguar Skills episode that we did back in 2005, and we'll be back in a bit. odd music's come back to.
Kind of like roller disco.
Yeah, it is very roll. Who is this, E-Rock?
De La Soul.
Oh, yeah, De La Soul.
Okay.
All right.
I like them.
All right, this is the Lazlow Show. We're back. Wayne has gone to the bathroom. Are you cracking the rum?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Come on.
I'm not,
It's your birthday.
It's not really my birthday, and I have...
It's your birthday party.
Yeah, I understand. I'm all right now.
So you drink a whole bottle of rum at Lazlow's house where you go every single day of your life, and you come here for something special and you don't drink any.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
I didn't say I'm not going to drink. I'm not up for it right now. Just
Whoa.
ate a whole big fucking meal. If I start to drink, I'm going to vomit.
I think that would be a great birthday.
That's not a good way
so
to spend
too.
your fucking birthday.
Oh, I forgot to mention when I was...
spent 49 like that.
When I
can tell you, this one ain't happening.
when I had the explosive diarrhea during the race,
Sure.
after I came out, I found the greatest running music, Nigerian music, because those guys, they run fast as shit, and if you listen to their music while you run, it totally helps.
What does that sound like? What's Nigerian music?
You know, like Afrobeat,
Oh,
Femi Kuti.
you lost me there.
Really?
No idea. It sounds
You
like a
are the
disease.
honkiest person I've ever met.
Hell yeah, dude. I got some Allman Brothers and, Neil Young.
Proper domestic violence music.
Well, look, we were both scared by De La Soul. We're both kind of white,
Yeah,
dude.
I
Come
got
on.
a moment
What is
there.
this?
Let's go to Robert Plator. How you doing there, sir? Hello?
You gotta hit it.
Oh yeah, I got to hit the button. I thought I just hit that button and it worked. Robert, how you doing?
All right, man. I've only waited 3 years for this. How are you doing?
So I contacted him. I read his book 3 years ago, and I contacted him and I said, "Hey, we do this show once a month, here once every now and then," and that's right when the merger happened, and then we sort of stopped doing this show.
Yeah, I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
When you sent me that great email when you were out fishing,
Yes.
you were fishing and you read my book, you loved the book, you got to tell me, what did you catch that day?
Tuna.
Oh, my God.
Tuna and mahi-mahi. I was in Costa Rica, rum and weed, doing some amazing fishing, and I read your book, and I was like, man, this guy had the life. So your book's called The Black Tuna Diaries, right?
Black Tuna Diaries.
And now, you were in like a Supermax prison up until recently, correct?
I started in a Supermax prison in Marion, Illinois. That's where John Gotti died.
Yeah. And now...
And it took me, I was in for 30 years.
Oof.
But it took me 22 years to work my way down to a federal prison camp.
Wow.
Which I should have been in to begin with, because it was a nonviolent offense. It was my first offense, and I spent more time in prison for a nonviolent marijuana offense than anybody in America.
And now, in your book, you talk about you went down to like South America and bought like a freighter or something, didn't you? And
no, you've got me mixed up with somebody else.
well, you did go buy large quantities and bring it back on a boat, didn't you?
I went down to Colombia.
Right.
And we did a few boats. Well, the opening chapter of the book, and I know it's 3 years ago, but I'm flying a DC-3 into a jungle airstrip on the side of a mountain in Colombia, and got captured by the Colombian army.
Wow. And how did you talk yourself out of that?
It's funny you should ask. We landed, and it was during the rainy season, and we landed this big DC-3 on the side of a mountain on an uphill strip and loaded it up with about 5,000 pounds. And we turned around and we're getting ready to take off, and there was a little oil leak in one of the engines. So we decided we were going to tighten up the cylinder first and then go, because those old planes use a lot of oil, and you have more chance of running out of oil than you do gas. So while we're fixing the engine, and it didn't take all that long, the Colombian army runs in, and there are about 50 soldiers come in from either side, and they got their guns pointed at us, and tranquilo, hombres, tranquilo. And so we stopped, put our hands up in the air, and once they had disarmed everybody, from way down at the other end of the airfield comes this young officer in a really nice uniform. Now, the Colombians that captured us, the foot soldiers, they were in an assortment of uniforms with an assortment of guns and an assortment of ammunition. If you looked at their ammunition belt, there was about 6 different kinds in each belt. But the officer was dressed to the nines and had a beautiful gun. And he comes up the airstrip with 2 Dobermans.
Wow.
And
it's very Magnum P.I. suddenly.
Yeah. He was a nasty character. And he proceeded to search the airplane. And he went through all our personal luggage that was on there. And he took all of our jewelry. And one of the pilots, Bo, had all brand new Halstead luggage in there. He took that and everything that was worthwhile. It's funny, the soldiers didn't. All they wanted was a little bribe money.
And so you got looted.
And what had happened was, because it was the rainy season, this mountain strip was the only airstrip that was open on the Caribbean coast. The La Guajira, the desert, which is where most of the smuggling operations come from, couldn't operate in the rainy season because it turns into a swamp. So this officer robs everything. And then he comes up to where we were being held. And by this time, the soldiers had put their gun down, and then we were kind of social. And as soon as the officer comes up, of course, it gets very tense again. And he demands a $4 million bribe.
Wow, $4 million? And did you have that kind of money on you?
No, I checked all of my pockets. I looked in my socks, my shoes. I couldn't find anywhere near enough. But my friends who had arranged the shipment were up on the mountain with us, and they had their own little plane that was sitting up there. And they had a serious confrontation with the officer. One of them walked right up and scared the life out of this officer, and he stuck his gun in Raul's belly. And it was like a Clint Eastwood scene. Raul says, "Yeah, go ahead, make my day."
Wow. And so he didn't take your weed?
No. What happened was they held us out on that airstrip, and it was about 110 degrees out there.
Oof.
And the mosquitoes had a proboscis about 1.5 inches long, and every time they stuck one in you, you felt like somebody stuck a hat pin in your backside. Only it was all over, and there was nothing you could do about it. And we had nothing to drink for about 4 or 5 hours out in the sun.
And so then what happened?
Well, my friends went down, and they were going to open a bank and get the bribe money. So,
how do you go to a bank in Colombia and just say, "Can I have $4 million, please"?
Well, my friends there were all from wealthy families and very influential people. And I think it was a Sunday. They were going to open the bank anyway. No big deal. So they take off in their airplane. And after about 4 hours, the officer is getting a little antsy. And he's afraid somebody's going to come in and take him out of the picture. So he decides he's going to take us down to the town and make an example out of us. They're going to put us against the wall, and they're going to shoot us.
Wow.
They thought our bribe wasn't paid. In fact, it had been paid, but there were so many people using that airstrip during the rainy season that they couldn't keep count of who was paid for and who wasn't paid for, and so we were just a target of opportunity. They take us into the jungle and load us into this old step van. It's rusty, and they get this whole Wahidan loading crew. The Wahidan Indians are big. They were all over 6 foot, big, strong guys. These are the guys that loaded the plane and fueled it up while we were loading the plane. And they put us all in this van, and then they tell us all to get out of the van so we could push it because it had no starter.
Nice. So you're helping push the van to your execution.
Right. And, up in the jungle, things rust and rot pretty quick, and a starter was something they didn't need if they had somebody to push. So we all get out of the van, and I turn around to the Wahidans, and I figured, no, we're in no hurry to get down to the town. And I said to him, siéntese, sit down. So we all sit down on this jungle mud trail and refuse to push the van.
That's a labor protest.
Yeah, and the soldiers are laughing, but the officer is really pissed off, and he's screaming and hollering. But there's nothing he can do because the soldiers, he don't know if they're on his side or our side. Anyway, they end up taking us to a little farmhouse that was next to the airstrip. And they fed us a lot of fruit from the trees and oranges. This was a fruit plantation. So they brought buckets of grapefruits and oranges and limes.
All right, I got it, breakfast. So then what happened?
Okay, our friends show up finally, and he's got a big clear plastic bag that's loaded with Colombian money. And the real value in American dollars was 40 grand. The officer looks at this huge clear plastic bag, and he says, no deal. But the soldiers look at this clear plastic bag full of money, and they say, you got a deal. And the officer disappeared.
Wow.
There was a Jeep, and he got in that Jeep and got out of there in a hurry because it could have been a problem for him. Here's the postscript. A couple of weeks later.
No, wait, so you just went and got into the plane and left?
No, we had to hide out that whole night. I hid out in a linen closet in a little hotel in El Rodadero. They did. My friends took me down to the town, El Rodadero, and I hid out in a linen closet while they were searching for me.
Oh, so who was looking for you?
Huh? The officer had raised the alarm.
Okay, and so then what happened?
Well, we couldn't take off late in the day because we couldn't get into the airstrip we were looking to use at the right time when it was usable here in the States. So we had to wait till the next day to get back on schedule.
So you went back to the plane and you split?
So we went down to the town, and the police, everybody's looking for us. And basically what they're looking for is bribe money.
Because they know they don't care that you're running drugs. They just want money.
They just want money. And I managed to hide out all night, and I couldn't get back to the airstrip. So the other pilot took off without me, made it home, and as soon as I got word that he had taken off by shortwave radio, I went down and I got on a commercial flight back to Miami. And I got back to Miami before him so that I could tell the unloading crew that the plane was on the way a day later because they thought we were gone.
Yeah, they thought you were dead.
Yeah, so we had to send our crew out to the airfield, and it all worked out okay.
Now, at any point in this career of smuggling 5,000 pounds of marijuana at a time, did you think this might be a bad idea?
That wasn't even a big load for back in those days.
Jesus.
What was the street value?
There were boats doing...
What was the street value of all that weed? 5,000 pounds?
$1 million. Straight up, $1 million.
And how much money were you making a week?
No, you only do a couple of those a year, if that.
Oh, I see.
It doesn't translate into how much you were making a week. Actually, the actual value was $1.5 million, $1.75 million, and we were looking to net $1 million. 3 partners. And that was before we paid everybody that had to be paid.
How do you even arrange to get 5,000 pounds in Colombia? Like, how do you set that up?
The story's in the book, how I met the right people down there, how I went down there looking for somebody else. But let me give you the postscript of this story. A couple of weeks later, we fly into Colombia on a small plane, and I'm with Bo, one of the pilots from the DC-3, and he's still really upset at this officer. And we land in Santa Marta, and our friends meet us at the airport, and Bo immediately says to my friend Raul, he said, "Where is this officer who captured us?" And Raul said, "Well, he's not here." And Bo said, "Well, where is he?" Raul says, "He's not here anymore. He's been transferred." And Bo turned around and he pointed to our airplane, a Piper Navajo, and he said, "Well, I've got an airplane. You tell me where he is, because I'm going to find this guy and get my stuff back."
Wow.
And Raul looks at him, and he kind of scratches his head, and he says, "Mr. Bo," he says, "you're Navajo. It can't fly that high." He was gone. Apparently, he had made enemies.
Oh, wow.
Man, I didn't even get a laugh for that. Come on, that was my best smuggling story.
So we're going to wrap up with you real quick. So now you're sort of out trying to get legalization passed in your area. Is that correct?
No, in the whole country.
In the whole country.
2 years ago, I started something called the Silver Tour to teach seniors about the medical benefits of medical marijuana. None of the activist groups had ever talked to seniors before.
And because you guys vote, you've got time to vote.
Seniors vote, and they're the most important voting bloc in the country. I looked at the exit polls in California when Prop 19 was defeated, and the only reason they didn't pass full legalization 2 years ago was the senior vote. Seniors voted 65% against. And I couldn't figure that out. I mean, that's my generation. We invented marijuana as it's known today.
Right.
Certainly for white folks. And I couldn't figure it out. And it turned out the only people who were looking at, who were talking to seniors was the beer lobby. Beer lobby.
Conspiracy.
And you know what they're saying? They're saying, "Hey, look, you got all these drunks on the road. Isn't that bad enough? You don't want stoners on the road." And seniors are pretty easy to scare. So it just didn't pass. And then what really surprised me is that most of the seniors, even in California, where they've had medical marijuana for so many years, have no idea of the real medical value of marijuana.
Yeah.
Because nobody was talking to them.
How great you spend time with your grandchildren when you're zooted. So the website is what is it, the Black Tuna Diaries?
No, how about the silvertour.org? And if you want to order the book, you go to the Stash House or the merchandise tab. But you can learn about the Silver Tour. You'll see the video of me on the Daily Show with Jon Stewart talking about the Silver Tour. In fact, they filmed part of the Silver Tour. And I'm leading 150 seniors up Capitol Hill on June 17th to lobby for safe, legal access to cannabis.
All right. Well, good luck, and thank you very much for sharing some stories with us.
It's a pleasure.
All right.
It only took 3 years, but I enjoyed it.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, man. Thanks for having me on. Take care.
Dude, his book, the stories in there about, like, flying dope, running from the cops, it was crazy.
But 30 years in prison for that. I don't know if I'd trade that.
No way.
Also, I know now that we have a one-man marijuana focus group here in Wayne, I'm always curious why when the legalization front, they're always saying like they always put it as medical marijuana. Don't you think it would get further if they just said, people like to get high, it's not killing you. Why don't we just do that? This whole medical thing, I think, sets them back a little bit. Yeah, and I mean, it's sort of a goof. Do you go to? I'm in LA a lot because we're recording out there all the time. Yeah, dude, it's like there's people in Venice Beach now. Like every other storefront, there's a guy outside. Like, hey, you want to come in and see a doctor? Like, I know. It just seems like such a kind of smokescreen bullcrap step that they take. Where they have these doctors who write, for $150, they'll write you a prescription for it. And so, why not just remove that step? Everyone knows it anyway. No one's using it really medically. We should do a break because when we come back, we've got porn stars who are going to come in and get naked for Wayne. Happy birthday, big guy. Yeah? He's not even excited. Come on, Wayne. He talked about killing himself on the way into the show. You need to up your fucking excitement. Come on, dude. My excitement's here. I'm 50 now. It's all downhill. It's really hitting him hard. The phone number, 866-969-1969, 866-969-1969. We'll take a break and then come back to some chicks. All right. Lazlow Show, episode 50. Wayne's big 50th. We got chicks coming. We should have a therapist. Dude's really down. I know. What's going on, dude? You really... I almost slapped him during break. You want to tell us about your troubled childhood? No. Anything bothering you? I'm good tonight. You sure? Well, yes. You're not drinking? Not up for it. You got to be up for it. You want someone to rub your belly? No. Just kidding. Are you going to do it? No. Reed found this amazing clip of I guess they were asking gay dudes what they thought about vaginas. Pretty much. That's the premise. That's really all you need to know. Should we play it? Yeah. All right.
Okay, so my question is, what do you think about vaginas?
The look of horror on the face.
I mean, I don't mind them. I think they're not for me. You don't say you have like a really old person.
I think that lots of people have them.
And you know how they live.
Dude, it's like you ask them the Pythagorean theorem or something like, It's funny, this video is like 2.5 minutes long, and I think 2 minutes of it is just long, awkward pauses as these guys kind of giggle. Oh, this guy's great.
It's get all shriveled up and shit. So just turn their head to the side.
I'd say it's probably like a watermelon. If you like put your fist in a watermelon.
What? What?
I know. First off, it's like I'd hate to see the pussy that he's seen, and he thinks he can put his fucking face in it like a watermelon.
And here's the other thing: is you don't start by just fisting the vagina.
Yeah, it's actually nothing like a watermelon.
Put your fist in a watermelon, and that wet, cold feeling.
Hold on, wait, cold? That's a cadaver. Actually, that's fisting a cadaver.
And that wet, cold feeling,
and like open their mouth a little bit like this, and you see how like they have gums. That's how it looked like.
You know, it's kind of like.
By the way, that guy has a long blonde wig on. If you can see the video.
He said it's like an old person sticking their head sideways.
Yeah. Wrong.
That's how it looked like.
You know, it's kind of like seeing a painting in a museum. You know. Maybe not a painting that you necessarily like a lot yourself, but you're like, ooh, I bet someone would pay a lot of money for that.
Hold on. You don't have to pay for every vagina.
Well, you pay one.
Yeah.
I bet someone would pay a lot of money for that.
I don't know. They're like concaved inward. I don't know. They're like it's soft. You know, you can. It's squishy.
Flat with like little ridges, I guess, like bumps.
Kind of like those chattering teeth thing.
What?
No.
Dude, these guys have never seen...
Which I find strange because most women I know, when they're around gay dudes, they don't mind. They get completely naked.
Yeah.
They have no, there's no embarrassment about being naked in front of these guys.
Have women gotten naked around you because they thought you were gay?
When I ride by on the scooter? No, I should use that to my advantage.
Yeah.
No.
Kind of like those chattering teeth thing.
There's
kind of like a grilled cheese sandwich.
taco.
Like a grilled cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
I have never in my life looked at a grilled cheese sandwich and said, that looks like a vagina.
No, I have never either.
and like things can like go in it and like stuff comes out of it.
Wow. It's like asking elementary school kids about like nuclear fusion or something. These guys have they have no idea. Oh.
And I'm scared of vaginas. It's just like
there's so many things in there. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
What's
like
in there?
Car keys?
A genie? What is in there?
We start that over.
It's the birth canal of life.
Yeah, they serve an important purpose for humanity. Without vaginas, there wouldn't be gay boys because, like, we come out of them.
Gay boys come out of vaginas.
That's it. That's really the biggest compliment he can pay it.
Yeah.
So, well,
they're kind of a beautiful thing. Without them, they can't create life.
You could say a vagina is a necessary ingredient for gay sex.
No idea.
He was just doing his impression of a queef.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
What was that? Back it up a little.
Or he was flummoxed, I think, is what it was. I don't know.
Beautiful thing. Without them, they can't create life.
You could say a vagina is a necessary ingredient for gay sex.
What? Wait, hold on. How is a vagina a necessary ingredient?
Well, he was going the long way around. You know that you need one to have a baby.
And then 18
years
you need
later,
one to have a baby that 12 years later is molested.
Right. 18 years later at a bus station.
In the bathroom, standing in a grocery sack with a guy he doesn't know.
Is putting any of my goodies in one of them? No, thank you.
So maybe I just
his
had
goodies.
His goodies.
Yes,
yeah.
that's what he does. When he has sex with his lover, he's like, "Do you mind if I put my goodies in my goodies in your bunghole?"
Yeah. I just had a realization that I owe everything that I enjoy in this world to vaginas.
So do we.
Yeah.
Vaginas, thank you.
Thank you, vaginas. Thank you, vaginas.
Thank you, vagina.
Thank you, vagina. Thank you, vagina.
From my lips to your vagina.
No.
Thank you.
No, I don't think your lips are ever going to be on one. I gotta tell you. Dude, it's like they did it. They did these interviews in their houses.
Yeah.
Like you look in the back and everything's immaculate.
I want to live in them. It's like a Pottery Barn catalog or something in there, dude. Gotta have one of those guys come over. I swear we did. We were trying to paint our apartment when we first moved in there, and we tried to paint this one room about honestly like 5 times, and the color always looked like total dog crap. So we were like, all right, we're gonna throw up my hands. We invite the gay guy over, buy him pizza. We give him four color samples. Boom, done.
What is it about loving vaginas that makes you the worst designer in the world?
I don't know. I cannot do it. But this guy, he knocked it out in an hour.
Why didn't you just put that chalkboard paint on the wall so that you could?
Kind of want that.
Yeah.
I got nothing to write on it after that. What do you put the soup du jour up there? What are you gonna do?
I went over to my friend's house, and his daughter, who's probably I think 5 or 6, she said, Lazlow, will you sleep in bed with me tonight? Now I've met this little girl like twice, and so I was like, I really don't know if that's appropriate, but she had that sort of chalkboard paint on her wall, and she's like, will you write your name real big on my wall? I was like, this is creepy as hell.
That's a little weird.
It's weird.
It's a little Michael Jackson.
She had a little crush on you.
It was a little. It freaked me out.
And her parents were okay with this.
They said, molest her all you want. It was odd.
Yeah, it is a little odd.
Yeah. I heard Bill Burr, somebody was talking about how freaked out they are by kids now because, you get instantly accused of something. I'm paranoid about it now.
I'm freaked out by it when I work at someone's house and there's little kids around.
Yeah.
What do you think they're going to accuse you of?
It's not the matter what they're going to accuse you of. It's the fact that they can accuse you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, like, where are you? You know what I'm saying? You got to prove that you didn't do something.
Yeah. You just say, listen, I like doing carpentry with just a tool belt with my cock and balls hanging out.
High as a mother, too.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. And you could have blacked out and done something and you wouldn't have even known it.
I've never blacked out once.
You've never blacked out once? I blacked out in the last week.
You just... You drove home
Wait,
the
you
other
drove
night.
him?
You didn't
Yeah, I
even
drove
remember
home.
saying...
Yeah, but I still went up in the house and functioned for a couple more hours. I just didn't fucking park the car, crash, and fucking fall asleep.
There are at least some gaps in your memory, is what we're saying.
Actually, I gotta say, I know when I parked my truck, it was fucked up, but I just didn't care.
Okay.
You know, they're talking about bringing the blood alcohol content down to like 0.05. Have you heard about that?
I heard this. How many drinks is that?
One.
It's right.
It's like one.
I think it depends on the size of the person. Though,
Yeah,
also.
but you know what it is, dude? Wayne and I were talking about this. I think it's a financial thing because they make so much money when they pull you over and you've been drinking. The fines are astronomical.
They are.
How much is it?
It's at least 10 grand.
Yeah.
Is it?
Dude, when you talk to people in L.A., because, you know, they hate public transportation out there.
Yeah.
Everybody drinks and drives.
Yeah.
But it costs so much money out there. One guy told me it's like 15 or 20. I was like, what?
A lot of the people that I know that got arrested for DWIs, when you go through the court system, you have to pay for the court time and your probational officer and drug testing.
Yeah.
That all comes out of a percentage of what you earn. So it's like someone that earns $400,000 or $500,000 a year is probably going to pay like 80 or 90%, I bet you, of the court cost, as opposed to some minimum wage worker that's probably going to pay less than 20%.
Yeah. Thank God for the subway, man. That's crazy. But 0.5, you're right. That's way too low.
Yeah, it's
one
just,
drink.
you're
not impaired after one drink.
Exactly.
That's you. I don't know.
Are you impaired after one drink?
Sometimes.
All right.
Really?
We have special guests.
Oh, yeah.
Special guests.
Okay. Hi.
I got to figure out which microphones and guest.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Which one of you is Lexi Love?
I am.
Hi, Lexi Love.
Hi. How are you?
Oh, I should. There we go. Say that again.
I guess. Am I the odd one out then?
Yes. You are Mary Jean. No, Allie Hayes.
Yes.
There we go. We had somebody back out. Somebody had like some kind of chemical reaction. They overdosed or something. Couldn't come. Do you know about this?
No.
Okay.
I don't know about this.
I do.
Do you?
Something about a new makeup or a face cream, and it gave her a bad reaction on her skin.
Really?
And so she couldn't.
Was the face cream meth? What was it?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I didn't get to talk to her beforehand.
Wow.
So
either that or she just wanted to make up the coolest excuse not to be here.
Yeah. It's very odd. So now, so you guys are you're porn stars. Mm-hmm. How's that going?
I am.
Are you? Are you?
Of course. You scared me. Did I scare you?
You're on what? LA Direct Models.
Yes.
So if I need a model, then is it like ordering on Seamless or something?
No, it's not like that. We're all professionals. We love our job. That's actually one of the many agents in the business that represents us girls.
But so are you LA based or New York?
LA, but I'm in New York probably like 3 times a year. I love it here.
We went to a porn shoot here in New York by a guy who we found out does really gross porn. It was normal porn what we went to, but he also does like bongs in the butt, and it was very.
Nothing goes in my butt. Only exit only, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. At least for me, it is.
Now listen, there's this very odd. You read The Atlantic? No, of course.
Don't say of course not.
No, I mean,
what?
But no, because you seem like a liberal person. Maybe it's too conservative for you. But there's 2 men holding hands. You just see their hands on the cover, and it says, "What straights can learn from same-sex couples? Why gay marriages tend to be happier."
Do they?
Well,
how do they know? They don't have many years of
anal.
data, you know. Oh, is that why? This is what you were getting to.
Yes.
Okay.
It's got to be why they're
okay.
That's got to be why they're happier, wouldn't you think?
I don't do it, so I wouldn't know, and I'm pretty dang happy.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? What's? By the way, this is Wayne. It's his birthday.
Hi. Happy birthday!
Do you
and
like,
that's Reed, and I'm Lazlow.
Hey,
thank you.
Do you guys you like biker guys with long braided beards?
I actually used to be a biker.
See?
I used to work in a biker bar back home,
Really?
bartending before I became a porn star. Yeah.
You're the first porn star I've met that has restrictions.
Restrictions?
Yes.
It's all about using the holes that you have before you open up the other ones. I mean, there's so many wonderful things that can be done with everything else. I want to get that out first. Why jump the gun?
Jump the gun? Are you waiting until you're 50 or what?
Who knows? No, I'm more intrigued in putting 2 things in the front before I put anything in the back. If you really want to know.
But isn't there much more
creative,
money? Isn't there more money in the back?
I'm not here for the money. I'm here because I love what I do, and I like to inspire people sexually to do different things and give them another avenue to be okay with who they are.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
Boom.
Well, Wayne is feeling a little down because he turned 50. He thinks it's all downhill from now, and he doesn't have anything to look forward to. He's not even drinking.
That's how I feel. It's all over now.
Can you buck him up?
You want me to pour you a drink? So you're
No,
asking?
thank you. No.
I don't, yeah, it scares me too. I was just like,
Do you want some rum, ladies?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
So you want to inspire people?
Mhm.
Like how?
I just think, why are you playing really weird music for me?
Just
I'm not on a soap opera.
It sets the tone.
Ugh. Are you kidding me?
It's relaxing.
Sounds like a bad DreamWorks movie. I don't know. I just think when I'm doing porn, I don't know, it's more of like an art form for me. I do a lot of couples-based stuff. So maybe I'm not your guys' girl to get wild and crazy, and you know what I mean? I'm a little bit like couples-based porn about couples coming together and experimenting with each other in another way, getting to know each other.
And
if
by
they want to bring
experimenting, you
somebody
mean
else
swinging.
into a relationship. Not really, even with themselves, because if you think about it, there's a lot of vanilla relationships out there, and sometimes it's either the guy or the girl aren't willing to talk to their partner that they want to go one step further or try something. For
There's
instance,
also a lot of
anal.
There's a lot of chocolate relationships too.
You like chocolate? I'm really not dumb. I'm totally playing you. I totally understand what you're saying.
We should talk about this bizarre board game that was sent over to me. Is this yours?
Personally delivered, actually.
Oh, did you come by?
I did.
That's okay. So it's this. This is like Monopoly meets a swingers party. Is that sort of what it is?
Kind of like strip poker and sexual education.
Sexual education. I didn't get to that part. I got to penis caught in zipper, pay doctor's fee of $50.
I think, if you've ever had that happen, that's a learning sexual experience.
Now, here's what I don't understand. It's called Uncle Don's Exotic Interludes.
It is.
And there's Harry Potter is on the front of this box. I'm kind of, what's the website's exoticinterludes.com?
Which was just finished rebuilding today, nice and fresh off the press.
So, what's with the Harry Potter sex?
So the Harry Potter sex, Uncle Don, who actually created the game.
And is this your uncle?
No.
Did you get it? Is this your origin story of how you got into porn?
No, not at all.
Okay.
So Uncle Don isn't exactly that computer savvy, and he asked some people, hey, do you know anybody who can make artwork for this game I'm making? And so he found out later that the people who made the artwork were all in Australia. And Australia's kind of a bit more of fantasy. I mean...
Yeah, they love Dungeons and Dragons over there.
Yeah, of course.
I've never heard that.
No, but anyway. So that's where the artwork came from, so it's what it is, and Uncle Don is the wizard.
Oh, but when I'm thinking about anal, I'm never thinking about uncles.
Well, this game is for people who maybe have not quite made it to anal yet, like Miss Allie over here. So it's a gateway into sexual exploration.
Okay. Now, one of my...
I have to ask. You do anal, though.
Yes, I do. I am very well known for my anal.
Really?
We're going to investigate that right after the
Put
show.
that over there.
Can you pass this to read, please?
Yes.
Here's in fact, if you could read this card. I went through the cards last night while I was having martinis, and
how was that?
There was if you could read that one. This one I was cracking up. If you could read that one aloud.
Caught with a pocket pussy in Pickle Park.
Pickle Park.
Pickle Park is in one of these.
Is it really?
What? Look, it's right there.
Is Pickle Park such a well-known thing outside of New York? What's Pickle Park to you girls?
Yeah, what is Pickle Park?
What is it to you?
Do you have an answer?
I mean, I there's a place called Pickle Park that I was told of where the men go to shag the other men.
Yes.
And so that's what Pickle Park is.
I just learned
It's actually
something.
a truck stop on the LIE in Long Island.
I think there might be. I think they franchised it. So I think it's.
There's multiple.
I think it's like
It's like
Subway.
Hooters now or
One in every
something?
state.
Yeah, I think there's one in every state. Now, so you get together with some couples and you play this game?
Either, you and one other person or other couples, or say, you want to bang these two girls and they're both
Yes.
into you, right? And you're like, damn, how can
But one
I
of them
make
doesn't
it
do anal. And
Right.
It's freaking me out.
And you're like, how can I get this to happen?
I will if you will. Can I
Okay.
compromise then?
I'm in.
Okay. From that, it's all it takes.
This morning
You're
I
willing
went.
to play? Let's do it.
I went onto this website and I was all ready to, feel good about myself. And so there's this guy and this girl, and she's really hot and all this, and she
I start going and stroking, and she puts on a strap on, and she's banging him in the ass.
Sorry to ruin your morning.
It freaked me out. So you play it with a couple. Now, is the idea at the end of this game, like once you pass go or community chest, or do you feel everybody's what? Do you end up having sex at the end of this game?
If that's where you guys end up, then that's where you end up. There's people who may be a little bit more conservative, so we have cards for them as well, so they can keep their clothing on. But we're hoping that, like, halfway through the game, they'll be like, "Oh, screw it, let's just take off the clothes," you know.
But here's one of the cards. You pull cards, sort of like in Monopoly or something. You couldn't keep it up. Pay $10 for cock rings.
Wow.
I know.
The game shames you.
Right. But some of them are conversation starters, like, have you ever masturbated while driving a vehicle?
Yes.
Reed?
Pretty much Wayne is a yes all around. No.
Really? No?
He's got a fucking he's got a moped.
I don't have a car. I live in New York City. What do you want from me? I don't drive.
Wow. That would be kind of difficult to check.
I gotta say, I couldn't complete, though.
Well, that is so sad. That's the best part.
Because I found that after a while. You're either going to think about fucking driving or you're going to think about jerking off.
I don't have a penis.
So, yeah, well, if you're jerking off, you're not thinking about driving at the same moment when you're achieving that big orgasm.
Go to L.A. and sit on the 405. I've had many orgasms on the 405.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Sit in traffic all the time.
2.5 hours. You're set.
Have you ever masturbated in traffic?
I'm a vibrator girl, so yeah, it's really easy for me to
really
just grab something, put it down there, and go for it, versus like using my hand. That would obviously
bring your mic down.
Take.
Yeah. So you have a vibrator in the car.
Yeah, I usually have one with me always. I have a travel purse.
I got my key ring.
They do. They make them
those.
like that. They make them as a necklace. They make them as lipstick. Like all these hidden. You know what I mean? Hidden good stuff.
So you can be subtle, but what if somebody's, like a truck pulls up that's really high beside you and can see down into your car?
Obviously, I'm not shy.
Oh, you don't
really?
Fair enough.
So you have a vibrator.
I don't know how to explain that for someone who isn't, but I mean, I'm already out there.
So what? They give you a thumbs up when they drive by, or what happens?
I like the honk thing.
Oh, they give you a honk. Okay.
No motion needed at that point.
So you drop this off at my office. There's a shot glass that says Lexi loves squirt.
Mm-hmm.
Have you squirted into this?
Not that one. I figured I'd give you a clean one.
Wow. Well, maybe for
Can I see the glass?
Maybe for his.
It would be more of a turn on if you could fill the glass right now.
Maybe there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
She's putting water in it.
There you go.
You're fast.
But I grew up with men like you, so it's
Wow.
not a bad thing. I just mean
So
I know
I've
how
never
to.
experienced that or actually witnessed it. So
squirting?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Somebody did it to me, and they didn't tell me that they were a squirter. That was kind of offensive. Hotly offensive, but still offensive. 'Cause
Yeah.
going at it really close, face all down in there, and then you get blasted.
That's kind of my. I would want to be blasted.
You want to be blasted?
Yeah, sure. What the fuck?
But I mean, if it had never happened to you before, and then all of a sudden it happened, please tell me you kind of would have been like, "Is she peeing on me? I don't know what to do right now. How do we react?"
I don't know. It depends on how much of this is in me. Also, I'm just going to say, "Is that it? You're done."
It's true. I guess it depends on what it smells like too, right?
This is true.
Here's one. Lost the condom in cider. Pay doctor's fee of $50.
That happens to me all the time. Damn condoms.
What? It get lost inside?
Not literally lost inside, but whenever
it comes off.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's not a good problem.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I really never have that problem. I'm just. I haven't worn one in a million years. And so, have you ever had phone or cyber sex?
No.
No. Reed?
No.
Yeah, I got to say. Now here's one that was very offensive. This game, pick a slave. Now we've had the Emancipation Proclamation.
That's the fun stuff.
I know, but if you're with another couple and you suddenly tell your friend that you've enslaved their wife, both advance to the dungeon. Do you have a sex dungeon in your house?
I could make one.
Wow.
How do you win this game, by the way? How do you
win this game?
Are you collecting points or something?
So you win by still having all your clothes on and having all your money.
No, that's a fucking loser.
But the way that makes you the winner. The way you lose is being naked and moneyless.
Oh. It's like the Mad Magazine game.
You
Remember
want to
that?
lose.
You want.
You don't want to win. You
yeah,
wanna lose.
Sounds like a PCP encounter. Describe your first sexual experience. What was yours, Wayne?
Finger blasting a chick in a apartment hallway.
An apartment hallway.
Wow.
Oh, yes, I was only 12 years old, too.
Oh, Jesus.
I sucked my first cock when I'm always afraid of what I can and can't
No,
say.
you can say.
Just don't
Okay,
say
I'm
it was
good,
your
right?
father.
No, gosh,
Or
gosh.
Uncle
Actually,
Don.
no, it was
Yeah,
my,
or
it was
Uncle
my,
Don.
my stepsister's second cousin. That's a little freaky. My uncle is here too. My family totally knows what I do and doesn't care. So.
And they care. And so the wow. And so, how old were you?
12. We were playing. I wasn't playing because he said 12. And I was
Wow.
12.
And how about you?
I was 15. I was watching The Crow, and I sucked my first dick during watching The Crow.
Yeah.
It's kind of goth.
You were watching the Crow?
Yeah.
Wow. And that inspired you.
I was just messing around. I'd already seen the movie.
My move used to be I show a chick Dangerous Liaisons, and then just get
Why
all,
that movie?
I don't just get all Elizabethan and horny. A lot of powdered wigs. I don't know. Gets me moist. Sort of John Malkovich. Chicks like him. They get all hot and bothered.
Yeah.
It worked.
Yeah.
It worked. That and just slowly rubbing their back as the roofie takes hold. We should do a quick break, and then we're going to come back with a surprise for Big Wayne.
A surprise.
Yes.
Do you like surprises?
It depends.
Oh, you're supposed to say yes.
I told you, he's down. He's depressed. He's not normally like this.
And then when do we get to the naked portion of the evening?
When we play the game?
We've got half an hour left. So we'll do a quick break, and we'll come back with Big Wayne's present. All right, episode 50, Big Wayne's birthday. The rum is out.
I've had one.
He's drinking. We've got a couple of porn stars in here. Lexi Love, Allie Hayes.
What up?
Hello.
So, listen, you guys are professionals. Can you explain to me, why do some women cry when we finish having sex?
Endorphin rush?
Is it?
Yeah.
So I shouldn't, freak out about that?
No,
Okay.
not
Depends
unless
on
she's
if it's like a long cry.
Yeah.
Is it a weeping?
And she just keeps saying, get out, while
I was gonna
sobbing.
say, yeah.
Right.
Then
Doesn't sound like fun.
I was thinking, you guys, the porn industry probably needs better PR. You're under attack lately. There's this condom law in L.A. They told me all the porn production is leaving L.A. Is that true?
Yeah, it's slowly going that direction.
Where
but-
are you going? Out in the desert?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, maybe.
And where else?
Las Vegas. Somebody said something about Arizona, possibly.
Florida.
A little bit on the outskirts of LA. It's just LA County, really. So if you're on the outside of the valley and stuff like that, you're okay.
It's so weird that
Kinda strange.
they have a law that you have to wear a condom.
And you know what's funny is when that law was passed, people didn't really pay attention because it didn't have anything to do directly with just the porn business. If, say, for instance, you and your wife wanted to make a sex video or something, and put it, some people make their income like that now, doing it like live on cam and stuff. With your wife, you would have to use a condom. It doesn't matter. That's what that law really is stating. So people thought it was something, they used it as, like you said, a PR thing to attack the business when really the law overall restricted other people than just us from making money.
I think you guys should hire a big PR firm, and then when there's stuff like the Oklahoma tornado or whatever, you guys all go to Oklahoma and blow all the victims or something. I mean, do you think it would help your image, I think?
I think so.
I'm a Sandy survivor.
Nice try.
Is piracy is a big problem for you guys, right?
Yeah, I think just like when it happened in the music business. I mean, when Napster
Have
came out,
you
kinda screwed
ever
everybody.
thought about all of you porn stars getting on a ship and then attacking the pirate bay? It's like a boat or something in Sweden where all the piracy happens. Like if you filmed it, it would be very.
That would be hysterical.
It would be. You could put on
Do you
pirate.
have dreams about these things? These
listen,
are very nice, elaborate, actually crazy stuff.
If you filmed it, you'd make great money.
We should hire you as an art director.
There we
Yes.
go.
We should get to Big Wayne's birthday present. Can you send in the birthday present?
Coming.
Or start the music for the birthday present?
Thought it was here already.
It's an it.
Oh, now I'm scared.
Yeah.
Is it one of Jaguar Skills' machines?
Say what?
It's coming.
It's coming.
Who's coming? What?
Big Wayne's birthday present.
Oh, I was.
He's 50 and he's
I thought I
suicidal.
had to get ready. The words. Someone's coming. No one gets it.
I don't know.
Sorry, bad porno joke.
This is.
I got the joke. Your face is too pretty to miss.
Wow.
Thank you.
Nice one.
I'm going to be honest with her.
I know. Is
Listen,
this work?
she's in the business. She knows exactly what every guy's thinking about.
Is this working?
Oh.
Okay.
This is Big Wayne.
Who is this?
Thank you.
All right. So, do you have her name, Lazlow? So a woman has appeared, and what's your name again? Mary Jean.
She can't hear her music. Could she have your headphones,
Yeah.
please? There you go. It's like a. Imagine if you were a deaf stripper.
Okay.
There we go.
I hear you guys now.
There we go.
Okay.
So now Wayne is getting a lap dance
Oh.
for his 50th birthday. Oh, and he has a cake.
He has a cake.
Oh, very nice. Congratulations.
For those of who aren't here, I will totally give a description
Thank
because
you,
nobody
please.
is doing
Yeah, no,
that.
this is terrible
This
radio.
woman is gorgeous. A
Yes.
nice big booty that I want to smash my face in.
Wayne, if you could blow. Oh, she is pulling her pants down and rubbing that ass on Wayne's crotch.
It's better when Allie does it, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey,
No.
I want to get on top of you.
Wow.
I feel like it's my
There's
birthday.
a forest fire over here from the candles.
Yeah, I know. How many are on that
Blow
cake,
that
by
out.
the way? Yeah, Wayne, blow out your candles, buddy.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh,
Nicely done.
Nicely done.
So dude
All right.
can't walk a block, but he's got lungs to blow out some candles. Yeah,
Did you make a wish?
Well, I did.
Yeah. Did it come true?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Oh, it will.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
I can see your nipples. I can see your nipples.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Is it peeking? Oh my
Yes,
god.
totally peeking.
Does that come off?
Yeah.
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 Like maybe.
Look, I'm so hot. You have me like dripping wet.
Oh my God! I can't even look at
can't.
this.
This
It's
feels-
unbelievable.
This is awkward for me.
Is this awkward?
Are you getting a little chubby,
bit.
Wayne?
I feel like Uncle Don is in the room.
Uncle Don is in the room with us all.
Although we did have one episode years ago where we watched Wayne's homemade porno that he made when he was a teenager, and that was
Really?
awkward too.
Yes.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Wow, she has
Maybe you can teach me a few
enormous,
things.
beautiful
That you do.
Boobs?
breasts.
Yeah.
They are.
Boobs, tits.
They
Yeah.
are really.
It's weird.
All those. Yeah.
It's almost like I wish I was 50.
Hey.
You know?
Yeah. Should we leave the room?
I don't
or
know.
I feel like this is.
Wayne, are you getting a chubby?
I find this so
Let me
entertaining.
feel.
It's
Hold
so
on.
Hey, feel
comfortable.
free to say if you want to narrate. Go ahead and narrate. What are you seeing over there?
She just grabbed his junk.
Okay, good.
That's
Good.
wow.
All right.
Interesting. So, and it's better than Motley Crue. The Motley Crue stripper music always
I don't
turns me on.
understand that. Or
Yeah.
Whitesnake.
Oh,
Whitesnake
yeah,
must make
Whitesnake.
all their money in royalties
It's
from
really
strip
hard
bars.
to dance to.
Yeah,
Whitesnake,
you've got
yeah.
yeah. Any video that was shot in a wind tunnel is just bad. It's bad for.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Having a good time.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Very nice.
Present ever.
Yes.
He's like, I love it.
How old
And
are
did-
you?
I'm 23.
And your name?
Mary
Jean, yes. And you're from Headquarters Gentlemen's Club, which is a fantastic club.
It's the best club in New York City.
Get on the mic there.
Okay, hi.
Hi. It's the best club in New York City. It's right by
we
the.
went there.
Yeah, we went there. It's right by the convention center.
That's right.
So
Right across the street.
Do you get a lot of businessmen?
You're not allowed to say
Yeah.
that. Isn't it supposed to be a secret who's in the strip club, right?
Hey.
It's a fun place. It's like on 38th between like 9th and 10th, I believe. It's right there. You can't
I think
even
it's
miss
11th
it.
and 12th.
Yeah,
It's right.
Yeah.
It's right,
Oh my
yeah.
God, they're gonna kill me. It's headquarters. Google it. It's like the best place ever. 'cause
It is
I'm there
very.
too,
It's
so.
a very
Cool.
non-strip club, and I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Because I went there a couple of times. The drinks are somewhat normal prices. I didn't feel like I was getting. You know when you go to a strip club and it's like $80 for a
Why are you
beer.
worried
For
about
a
the
Diet
drinks at a
Coke.
strip club?
Because I'm very cheap.
With this though, I mean, whole package, big boobies,
Yeah,
biggest
I-
booty.
I know,
all that
but I like
bouncing
to
on
get.
you what you can think about.
I'd like
some
to.
rum.
I'd like to save my money for the girls.
Oh yeah, that's. That's all that counts. No, but the drinks are good there. You know, they're not expensive. The girls are great. We're super friendly.
I see that. You
Yeah.
you were just grinding on a stranger a few moments ago.
And we also serve food there too, so it's great. You know. It's
Yeah, I got to tell you, when I have a boner, I love chicken wings.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love the smell of it
Or
too.
sushi.
like, while
I'm sure
doing
you love
it.
to be groped by guys with blue
Good
cheese.
boost, though, right? All that grease from chicken wings.
I just, when there's naked people, my appetite tends to go away. Don't you think?
Yep.
I'm never hungry at a strip club.
That's not
Well,
good.
that's why
you should
we're like
be
dessert.
hungry when naked women, hungry and dive right in.
You're
get
like,
on it. Yeah,
food.
hungry, need food.
What's your favorite food on the menu over there?
Their chicken Caesar wrap.
What is this, a Yelp review? What are you doing?
I thought I signed up for the Food Network for a second.
What's the biggest tip you've ever gotten from one person?
I don't kiss and tell, but
Well, I didn't ask for names.
But she did say she kisses, though. Obviously,
do.
anybody else
Really?
catch
You do
that?
kiss?
I love sweet kisses. You know, like all like.
You guys don't catch on to this.
I don't understand. We're not
really
allowed
don't.
to touch you.
I never.
Well, what is it?
Yeah, at strip clubs, you have to. Don't you
Too
have to
worried
sit on
about
your
the dang
hands?
drinks. That's why, apparently.
He's like, wait, hold on. I have to save this $20 for a dance. But then it's great too because
Wait,
we
but
do
so
love to dance.
you like to dance, but guys can kiss you?
And the cheeks, yeah.
You mean your ass? Like, can
My
Wayne
two
kiss?
cheeks.
Can Wayne kiss your ass right now?
Yeah, but he needs to make a sweet sound. Like,
Oh Lord!
Wow!
All right.
Ooh, yeah.
You smell great too.
Wow!
Okay,
that is fantastic. And so, where did you go to college?
Well, I went to FIT, but then I dropped out, and then I joined cosmetology school, and I graduated from Paul Mitchell Academy out in Staten Island.
What's Paul Mitchell Academy?
Paul Mitchell is like cosmetology. We do hair, makeup. Well, at the time I did. And, it's great experience. Got to do like fashion shows, like their hair, makeup. Still fun. So,
Have you ever been to Pickle Park?
no, but you could take me there and like give me a nice tour.
I would give you a tour, all right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, don't you? Pickle Park's right over there, right?
Oh.
It's on Long
Is
Island.
it nearby?
No, I mean from right there, right? From your desk down, you got a Pickle Park?
Yes, Pickle Park might be under this desk.
There you go.
So we should wrap up with you guys. Feel free to take a cupcake.
I'll feed it to him.
Oh no, I'm good right now.
Yeah?
Yes, but I'd love to watch you eat one.
All right.
Wow.
Okay, that's a very, very
Is this a food
niche
fantasy
fetish.
that you've
Yeah.
got?
Okay,
You
I'll
said
do
you
it.
love chicken wings while you're at the strip club.
I'll do the red velvet just because it's
Wow.
Uh-huh.
so good.
She's gonna.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a stripper eating a cupcake.
You're right. It is downhill from here.
It
Wayne.
really
This
is.
pretty much the apex.
Let's
of
get
your
the
life.
plugs in.
Yeah.
We
Oh, butt plug? Awesome.
Yeah.
Have one?
There we go. Now we're talking.
Do you
words
ever
we
just
know.
walk around with one in?
Yes, I actually have a chrome one with a weight on the bottom and a latex tube.
What?
And it heats up to your body temperature and it stretches your inner sphincter without stretching your outer sphincter. So that way it makes anal sex amazing and easy and there's no painful pop.
So you know what's bad about a girl like you is just even talking about it. I'm married. If I even mention that to my wife, you know where I'm told to go?
But that's why you have me mention
Pickle
it to your wife. And be like, there's this,
There goes the
and
inspiring.
then, you're like, Lexi Love has this awesome game called Uncle Don's Exotic Interludes. I want to stick something in your butt, so play the game with me and listen to her.
Wow.
Just start using her mouse pad.
Do you have something
she
in
gave us.
your butt right now?
No, not today.
Wow. So it just depends on the day. Like, I got to do laundry today, so I'm going to put something in my ass.
Yeah, because the stairs are nice to go up and down. To the
How
laundry
many different
machine.
things have been in your behind?
Oh God, I have no idea.
Really?
I've been in over 600 films.
Really? Any gardening tools?
No,
See?
I have had a plastic banana in my butt though.
A plastic banana.
Yeah, it looked really real. Everybody thinks it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just killed the fun.
No, but the plastic banana, it's really fun because like it's nice and hard like a cock. The other banana's gonna get squishy when you stick it in there, and it might.
How weird would that be sticking
Very-
it in there? It's
Very
not
weird
attractive.
zoo fantasy going on over here.
Yeah.
But let's get the plugs in. It's Lexi Love. Go to lexilove.com. That's LEXI love.com. Allie Hayes, you're on LA Direct Models.
Yeah, I also have my website coming up, which is going to be alliehaze.com, which is ALLIEHAZE. And you can always find me on Twitter. Hit me up, say hi.
And Mary Jean is at Headquarters Gentleman Club in New York City. I do, of all the gentlemen's clubs. Are the people, they're not really gentlemen, are they? They're pigs. No. They're
gentlemen. But I'm also, like, new to the porn industry as well.
Oh, you're new to the porn industry?
Yeah, I'm, like, fresh meat. I just started, like...
fresh meat.
3 weeks ago, I got to shoot for Naughty America and Penthouse, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's great. I would pay to see you infiltrated. Yes.
And you could also follow me on Twitter on XO Mary Jean, which is MaryJeanXO. Okay, that's it.
How do you...
All right.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Well, we don't have any more commercial breaks, do we, there, E-Rock?
No.
Thank
you're
you,
all
what?
Good.
Could if I say something?
Yes.
If people want to play with the Harry Potter wizard, they could go to exoticinterludes.com to check out the game.
We were talking about pocket pussies earlier. I'm getting one made. I'm going to be molded next week.
Now, what do they just get a caulk gun and
How do they do
shoot that up in there?
I don't know. It's going to be a learning experience. I wish I had some crazy story that's already been done. But
Can you send us one when you?
You would like a pocket pussy?
definitely check it out for sure.
Yeah, you're gonna fuck my pocket pussy?
Without a doubt.
I give you okay. All right, as long as it gets used, I'll send it. I just gotta use it.
Fantastic. All right, guys. Well, thanks very much. We're gonna finish up. Finish
You're gonna
up.
finish up?
We're gonna.
Yeah.
How's the park going? Stay here and watch.
Do you want to stay? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I thought we were gonna, you're gonna give me a tour.
A tour.
Yeah,
Pickle Park.
Pickle Park.
Oh.
See, I got you some play, and you can't even answer when the door's knocking. What's happening, man? I'm trying to help a boy out.
Interesting. Well, we would have to have some like foreplay.
Oh, now there's specifications?
What? What is wrong
He's a romantic, He needs to be warmed up a little bit.
Right.
You want baby making music while we do it?
He played me music on my story.
Baby making music?
Yeah, like...
When did
you use that music I didn't use.
When did you realize that you wanted to be a stripper?
Ever since I was 5 years old. No, I'm just joking. I guess 16, 17. I was a wild one, so...
Wild one. How many different drugs have you done?
None whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought it went hand in hand.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not yet.
It's mind-bending angst and self-loathing.
So
drugs.
You're from New York?
Yeah, born and raised here. The Bronx.
Yeah, that was awesome. You're so distracted. I'm just watching you. It's so funny.
It's
Your
really
eyes are
difficult to talk to her. Your body is fucking smoking.
Yeah.
Well, you should fucking smell her.
I just said that.
Come here.
No, come here.
Let me go over there.
Let me smell.
I said that when she walked in. I met her outside and didn't see her booty, and then it came out, and I was like, well, bam.
Oh, our thing's going to get awkward again, and we're going to have to narrate
Awkward?
something.
Why is it awkward? Why is it so awkward?
Wow.
Oh, I was like, sniff my back.
Because we're friends.
Wow. You moisturize, don't you?
Yeah, I try to remember.
You try to, have you ever blacked out?
What the?
During sex?
If they go hard, yeah.
If they what?
They go hard. I like it hard, so yeah, all the time.
So, I mean, if they actually reach your abdominal wall with their penis.
I say, don't stop, don't stop.
Wow.
Yeah, and
That's
need
how you know you got
some
me,
sweet loving over there, mister.
That is. How do you feel about the Gaza Strip?
What is that?
It's a move. It's a stripper move.
Do you want to teach? Well, no,
it's
you
called
can't.
the Gaza Strip.
Okay.
Yeah, it's where you take your clothes off and then you blow yourself up.
That sounds like a learning experience.
It really is.
I'm willing to learn.
It's been thousands of years of it, evidently. Wow. We should. How much more time do we have? No, it's really hard to talk to.
I know. Right now, the show is going to go over. E-Rock is going to close down. We could just sit here and talk for another hour.
Yeah.
That's.
I could just keep on taking off layers.
Yes,
you
do
know,
that.
I'm like so
take,
hot.
No, take off more layers.
Take it.
What, you only have 2 layers.
Off, but there goes a strap.
There we go.
Oh. Control yourself. I know you're getting too excited.
I'm. Yeah. It is. The clothes are coming off.
It's so cold now.
The clothes. They are hard. Now, are those DuPont?
They're man-made.
They're man-made?
Yeah.
They look good.
They're fucking gorgeous.
They look good.
Got great abs.
I'm just sitting here. I'm just like, oh.
Yes. Would you have sex with her out of marriage?
Yes.
Okay. Our website is www.lazlow.com. That's LAZLOW. You can pick up, we actually sell every episode of the show is on there in a DVD, and Reed and Wayne sign things on it. It's shipped to you. We sell a lot to the Netherlands and Australia for some reason.
Exactly. We're huge in the smaller countries in Europe.
We are huge overseas.
Dude. Huge.
Yeah. In the United States, we suck a dick.
But in Iran... We're number 4.
We are number 4 amongst people who've just been beheaded.
Right behind David Hasselhoff and Jaguar Skills.
Yeah,
dude.
exactly.
What's your favorite part about sucking dick?
What?
What's your favorite part?
About sucking dick?
Yeah.
The humiliation afterwards.
Why?
Just cause. Then I'm like, what am I doing in Pickle Park again?
Well, but according to your magazine, right? It's better?
Yeah. Yeah, so we don't know when the next episode's going to be. Probably after the game comes out in September. So, yeah.
You got to plug that.
So I can't.
You can't say anything about it.
I just, it's there. But thanks for joining us on episode 50. Happy birthday, Wayne.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Wayne.
Yes.
And your spiral of depression.
Yes.
You sad sack son of a bitch.
I'm feeling up a little right now.
Yeah, I gotta say.
How could you not? Look around you. Look what he's done for you.
Cupcake, Nick.
We want to thank Opie and Anthony for having us, and thanks to E-Rock for being the producer. And thanks to you girls for not taking your clothes off.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, I mean, thanks for
I thought you would entice me a little bit more.
I was going to try, but it just seemed great.
Look at her. She's gorgeous. It's like
all right.
we're distracted.
This has been The Lazlow Show.
Thank you for listening to The Lazlow Show.